Welcome everyone, freshmen, transfers, exchange students, parents, family, faculty, staff, and administration to Convocation 2010. As Morgan said, my name is Katie Gavinski, and I'm so excited to be with you here today. Believe it or not, this is my fourth WashU Convocation. Yes, fourth. In addition to attending my own, I have since been actively involved in with the first year programs and have hence been present at the last three. My parents asked last year, after my third convocation, whether I was finally convocated enough to just actually attend WashU. The interesting thing is, between convocations 1 and 4, how I have felt about Washington University in St. Louis has changed quite a bit. And I'm standing here today to tell you all a WashU love story. About 5 years ago, I embarked on a journey much like the one you just finished, to find, apply, get accepted, and enroll into the higher education institution of my choice. It started with visiting colleges during a 10 schools in 9-day tour that my dad still claims was a good idea, spending Saturday mornings taking standardized tests and writing application essay after essay after essay. I remember finishing my last application thinking I was golden. Little did I realize that my journey to find the perfect college was nowhere near a close. The months that followed before April 1st were filled with stress. Some days, though, I felt great. I had done well academically in high school. I would graduate at the top of my class. I was editor of our school's magazine, founder and president of Mathletes, and senior class president. What college wouldn't want me? But then I had other days where I was absolutely certain that every single college I applied to would have seen too many applications from optimistic, overly enthusiastic girls from Wisconsin planning to pursue medicine. My parents took those opportunities to remind me that I was truly special and unique. And I kindly reminded them that they were not admissions officers. But then came the day when I got my admissions notice from WashU, and I felt I could be happy here. But the funny thing was, I did not love WashU just yet. I had enjoyed my tour. I was thoroughly impressed by the rigorous academics and the ability of WashU to churn out prepared pre-medical students like it was their job. The campus was beautiful, the location ideal, and the size just right. I even loved my dorm room when my parents were moving me in. It was huge and filled with every item from my home that I could fit into our minivan. But I did not love WashU just yet. I participated in a pre-orientation program, which was fun, but intimidated me due to the tons of the over-the-top enthusiastic students, which is surprising since I have an extremely high tolerance for enthusiasm. I went through orientation overwhelmed by the enormous amount of knowledge, wisdom, and advice flying at me from every direction. I stalked my roommate on Facebook, uncertain of who this randomly assigned person was that I would be living with, and nervous that I didn't even know how to pronounce her first name. I was horrified to start classes, fearful of being killed by general chemistry. And on top of all of that, I was homesick. So although I was excited about what WashU had to offer, I did not love WashU just yet. Where was I supposed to fit in here? How was I going to find myself at college? At what was I supposed to succeed? All the anxiety and uncertainty I had felt while applying to college hadn't gone away. I was just as unsure as to whether or not I was actually meant to be here. I remember being terrified of going from the top of my graduating class to an entire class of people who had graduated at the top of theirs. I felt unimpressive as I met fellow freshmen who could speak several languages and had traveled across the earth, while the closest thing I had to a second language was the way that I say bagel in Wisconsin. peers who were nationally recognized athletes and others who had already begun to change the world through volunteer and service organizations. The peers of my incoming class were overachieving, brilliant, bilingual prodigies who all knew exactly what they were doing here. And I was still just an optimistic, overly enthusiastic girl from Wisconsin who had spent the last summer flipping burgers and making French fries at the Milwaukee County Zoo. There was no way I could contribute as much as my more impressive peers. I felt defeated and kind of like I'd already failed. Wasn't college just supposed to be awesome? I'd seen Animal House enough times to know what to expect. And so, especially at my own and first convocation, I did not love WashU just yet. The semester began, nerve-wracking and different, but exciting and new, and I was just a little bit lost. When I spoke with my friends from home, I was embarrassed to admit that college was just okay, as they raved about how much they loved it. The same seemed to be true when I spoke to my new WashU friends. I was enjoying my time here. I was happily engaged with other students in campus life, but I wasn't in love with college. I wondered if I had found the right place. Why didn't I love WashU? I finished the semester, took my finals, packed up, and headed north for winter vacation. It was not until I returned to WashU after that break that I realized that after almost 6 months, I loved WashU. No, all my concerns and worries from earlier in the semester did not completely subside, nor did my parents threaten that for how much they're paying, I'd better love WashU. What I realized upon returning to WashU was that I was returning to an opportunity. It had taken me an entire semester to see that the worries I had coming to Washington University did not accurately depict the reality that I had found. WashU had transformed from some big, scary, I'm going to flunk you out of college place to my home away from home. The courses in which I was enrolled were engaging and challenging me. I had found activities about which I was passionate. I loved WashU because I had made friends who were just plain fun, met professors who were excited to teach me, had mentors who wanted to see me succeed, and a school that was providing me the opportunity to do, try, and explore whatever I wanted. I realized that I did not need to know how I was supposed to succeed, where I would fit in, or what I could contribute, because WashU is about the opportunity to find all of that. What I love to learn, what I love to do, and finding the people I love. And I think that's a pretty darn good reason to love WashU. Whether it's your first year of college or just your first year at WashU, transfers, please give yourself the time and opportunity to love WashU. I asked my randomly assigned freshman roommate, Haritha. I finally figured out how to pronounce her name since we've been best friends and roommates for 4 years now. What was the best advice I could give you? And she said that I should say, don't worry. But she quickly followed that up with how hypocritical it would be for me, of all people, to tell you not to worry. So worry away. Just remember that chances are you actually have nothing to worry about. The same thing can be said for all of the parents who are here today. I spoke with my own parents, asking what they would have liked to have known when they sent their first child off to college. And as they sent their third and last child to college only a week ago, the only thing my dad could tell me was, I kid you not, don't worry, it all works out. All I can tell you is to continue to support your students as they uncover their own opportunities here. I know the encouragement of my parents and family has helped me enormously throughout my WashU experience. And from my own parents, it's not so bad to remind your child how truly special and unique they are every once in a while. So there you have it, my WashU love story. I hope for you, new students of WashU, you give the time, effort, and energy to experience much here. And although you may be uncertain now, I hope you know I love Washington University in St. Louis, and you will, if you do not already, love WashU too. Thank you.
An event like this is one that has a lot of symbolism. And I have here the Washington University class ring, and I'd like to present it to Katie, a token of our gratitude for these remarkable experiences that she shared. It's a symbol of the tradition of the university. It has the seal of the university on it, and it's the ring that all graduates can receive as they conclude their time at Washington University. I think you know that Katie is a very special person, as are all of you. Thank you for making the commitment to be a part of Washington University. Katie, congratulations.